Hello, my name is Mordred Viking, and I'd like to welcome you to episode 58 of this Let's Play Europa Universalis 4 as Lord Novgorod the Great. In the previous episode, Russia expanded really kind of dramatically, actually. We fought a very, very successful war against Sweden, Lubeck, Britain, and Bremen. Bremen we pieced out for money, trading power, and religion. Lubeck we full annexed, so we succeeded in our goal of taking Lubeck, and then Sweden we pieced out for all of their Baltic territory. So we have actually completed what I set out to do, but considering there's only about 20 years until this game ended, I thought I might as well play it through. I might still stop, I don't know. I'll deal with these rebels for sure and just make sure we're a bit stable, and then after that we'll decide if I want to continue, because I am well aware that there are a lot of other series going on right now, and I don't really want to overwhelm you. I can't really say there's going to be a lot of Stellaris stuff. There is a lot of Stellaris stuff by the time you're watching this. Hope you're enjoying. Oh, we're second. Sweet. I doubt we're going to catch France, though. Just over... Oh no, we overtook a while ago. But no, I'm fairly sure. In fact, France is still gaining more points than we are, so we're not going to overtake them. France is kind of ludicrously strong currently, owning most of Siberia and southern England, including London. And Iceland formed out of Norway. Lovely. Mexico has expanded somewhat. Brazil, La Plata. California. Still a vast colony? Here you are. Barat. There's some really weird colonization stuff going on in this game. I love it. It's fantastic. Barat. Yeah, they're Indian. So we've got Bruneian and Vijayanagarian Canada. Oh, Canada. This is not Canada, Mordred. Come on. Australia. Brunei. France has finally arrived. Barat. It's been weird. There's just not been very much colonization going on in this game. In fact, France, Portugal, Mombasa, Malaf. There's not much gone on in Africa either. I mean, big African nations have consolidated, and they probably kept the Europeans out. Like, no one's taken over the Congo, for example. All of South America has been done. The entirety of the Caribbean looks to have gone to the Caribas. Yeah, I think so. Impressive. And then Mexico, British Louisiana, Floride, with Powhatan somehow still alive. Who's this? New Iceland. Well, there's one you don't see very often. Read ever. Novorus, that's of course ours. And Russian subarctic islands. We took Greenland, Canada. So basically, in 200 years' time, we're going to have an absolute ton of oil because we own the Arctic. It's ours. Except maybe a little bit of Iceland, but we own all of what would have been Norwegian. We own all of what would have been Danish, thanks to Greenland. And Canada, thanks to Novorus. So yeah, all Arctic oil is ours. Money, money, money. Right, let's get on with things. You, group. We need to combine all of the armies that are currently pouring over this side. And then start pushing some of these rebel armies out. And hitting the Swedish ones. Oh, we have some more that are close to doing their demands. Who? Permian separatists. It's probably going to be these guys. Perm. Yeah. We're coming for you, Perm. I see you. In fact, I'll send an army right now. You moving? Yes. All of you I want here. Except for the army that I just sent to Perm, which is moving to Perm. Cool. And the reason for doing that is because I know that there are some mercenary infantry here, so... Whoops. You two. Off you go. You two. Off you go. I just need you to arrive. Come on, chop chop. Let's get a move on. Lose stability. It's unfortunate because it's actually our stability that was probably saving us. We do have a bunch of cores that are going to complete very, very soon. Hopefully that will drop us below the 100 threshold. But it will certainly reduce the amount of unrest that we have. So it's only +3. It's not actually as high as I'd expected it to be. All things considered. And we have no more high-level rebels. So we've definitely had the worst of it. And once we fought all of this off, and I'm well aware that this is going to be kind of a struggle. There are a lot of high numbers. Actually, probably not as hard as this bit. But all of my armies are kind of consolidated now. So we can quite easily go after them. You can go there. You go like that, please. Off you go. Right, do we want to re-elect this guy? I'm feeling he's old, but yes, we do. Just keep those monarch points coming. I need a new military guy, I just noticed. Cossacks, can you give me a military guy? You cannot. Alright, we'll take level 1 discipline. So I'm still earning money to... Yikes, that is a lot of money. What has happened to my trade income? Oh, because I've lost all the trade places over there. Where's my trade fleet? Dudes, what are you doing? Oh, I didn't put you in Lubeck. You're still in the Baltic. That's part of the problem. Alright, fair enough. My mistake. Actually, you two, go to Kazan and Vyatka. Deal with them if you would. Much obliged. Penza. Let's start shifting some of you down here. Idea. Because... no, we're going to wait. More rebel sentiment. You've done your bit. Marvellous. Head over to Novgorod, take that back. We have St. Petersburg. What was that drop? No, we still have it. Good. We never lost our capital. That's the important thing. And there we go. Core provinces. Boom. That should... oh, so we're still over the limit. Only just. And we do have a couple more due to finish very, very soon. In fact, if you go to manage, and you go to manage, I'll take the free stability, thank you. Right, you two armies. We'll see if we can... oh, actually, those are Prussian separatists. No, we're not going to beat them with subpar number of units. We need to outnumber them like 3 to 1. Kill those Prussians. Are you... no, you're not combining. Alright, that's fine. I thought you would combine against me. Except now you have the river crossing. Damn it. Just go to Azov. That was a bit late, Brandenburg. I thought beyond like a year you couldn't demand territory. And yet they just did. Cheeky blighters. No leader. Oh, there's a leader. Hello. Right, so... you go and deal with them. We'll start taking some of this stuff back. We could do with killing that army. Siege of Novgorod's been won. Marvellous. Let's go and kill them. And once they are dead... something like that. Let's go and get Terek back. Send in the overwhelming force. The rebels this time definitely haven't been as bad as in the past. Yeah, there are rebels rising behind us, but we know that they're very new. Oh, fine, can have it. Oh, wait. How many stacks was that we just lost? Just the one. So be it. Right, you've done your bit, good. I desperately need more generals. Man, you sucky general. These Prussians. Right, these are Swedes. And we are apparently beating them, though we are going to take humongous casualties out of this one. Good grief. Really? Ah, ow. Ow, 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 ow. Group up. Infantry. Consolidate. Group. Cavalry. I'll just delete you. And then we're going to need something like... You're doing this again. Why? Need about 20,000. Which is precisely that. Technology. Military. No, we'll wait. Right, let's finish taking this stuff back, shall we? You've done your bit. Good. Let's throw you over onto this side. All these guys are done. Let's bring you in over there. You three do not go through that. Thank you. Oh, for Pete's sake. One more mass infantry because he's about to die because he's an idiot. Renner, let's go charging through the enemy army. He's just standing over there. No. It'll be fun. Do. Rebels, rebels, rebels. Anna Bunina. Do. Yearly prestige, or we get a level 2 artist who is prestige, right? No, philosopher's prestige. He would be stability cost modifier. I don't really need that. My stability is at 3, so I'll take the prestige, which will give me more morale in fights. And another general died. Of course he did. More generals. Oh, he's better. In fact, I really want to get rid of that guy because he's terrible. He's only slightly better. Oh, and of course you're attacking them. Run away. Thank you. Let's get these armies combined. We need to hit these guys at the same time. Now what? Pomerania, Poland, Trebizond. Yeah, we're dealing with those. Finland, Norway, Denmark. Oh dear, that's all the Swedish. It's taken me a bit too long to get over there. We might well lose Gotland. So be it. You all arrived. Right, that should be those dealt with. Thank you, Bohemia. Much obliged to you. Army is done. Should be just that one, and then that's Theodora done. More conversion? Sure. I think this will be the last episode. I mean, all I'm going to be doing is slapping rebels around. I can't really see any more conquest happening. I've basically achieved everything that I set out to achieve here. I've taken the Baltic. It'll just be a matter of time killing these rebels, so when this episode's done, that will be it for this series. I have to say, I'm not a huge fan of humongous nations. I find them a bit tedious. I prefer smaller, more intricate ones where like every decision matters. I find myself just kind of pointing like, all of you lot attack that click and don't really care about the consequences. I mean, yeah, it's bad, but... Sorry, losing something is bad, but it's not really the end of the world type thing. That makes sense. Prospering times. Who's gonna tell him? Right, where is this? Uskend. I have no idea where that is. Oh, it's there. Okay. It's actually a very well-developed province. This place is tax income. You're not moving, you are. Right. What's in danger of falling? Nothing hugely. Skåne, yes, southern Sweden, most of Finland, Haugaland, that'll be an easy one to stop. It's just stopping these things. Lauenburg, that's that stuff. Pomerania, I'm about to stop. So yes, I definitely need to be going north now. You can stop off in Osel. Do I have any more armies kind of hidden away? Yes. You're already sieging? Good. Persia is in a war against Afghanistan. Kazakh. I'd like to take Kazakh. But honestly, Persia, this is one that you should win easily. Thankfully, not many of these forts are actually high level, so taking them hasn't been too problematic, though. Viborg is probably going to be the exception to that rule. Let's just see what else we can take. In the meantime, Pomerania is the least dangerous. Haugaland, where are you? You're the one I need to take back the most. Still ahead of time for another 6 months or so. Struggle to get all of these places back. But I honestly can't be bothered to have to fight for them again. So I'm not going to bother. I've proven I can do it. It will just be a matter of time before they fall again. Like the end of a truce. In fact, what I should be doing is split. I feel like I'm missing some troops. Nope, apparently not. I will lose Gotland. Like I said, that one would be a difficult one to take. Although there are no rebels there right now, I'd just be sieging it down, but that requires all the faff of getting on ships and all of that stuff. Actually, you know what? You stay here. Split. Send them over to Helsingland. Another loan, so be it. You go and siege down Skåne so the Danes don't come back. How close? One month, yeah. That's going to go back to Norway. I can't stop it. Unless it can't declare independence while I'm actually sieging it. Which would be nice, but I kind of doubt that's a thing. There we go, there's Denmark. Oh wow, they took a lot back. Apparently it is a thing, if you're sitting on a province, they can't take it back. I have a truce with them for another 5 years, but it'll be a walk in the park to take that land back. Unless they allied with, like, France. But basically everything else has been secured. Right, send the armies back over to the other side then. Ooh, another colony. Can I go up and tech yet? Yes I am. Yes I can. On all of them. It's quite nice seeing a fully teched up Russia. Fully westernized, fully teched up. Still lacking an awful lot of ideas though. That's the price you pay, being Eastern for most of the game, I guess. What defected? Hamburg? Oh well. Those are defecting rather more quickly than I had expected. But all the cores are completing now. Let's make sure we keep those. Where's the colonist? It's still 40 days out, and then we can recall him and send him off to somewhere else. There we go, taken Gotland. The one place I didn't think I'd be able to hold, I held. And the places I thought I would be able to hold, like Hamburg, fell. I would gladly have given up Gotland for Hamburg. Kind of annoyed about that. But you just know that as soon as I've recovered, the next war will be against Brandenburg for those back, and obviously Denmark. And taking Brandenburg would be the last piece of this puzzle, taking those two. But I can't really be bothered. I think I've proved my point. It's doable. I've succeeded with Novgorod. Huzzah. Persia seems to be getting overwhelmed. Which I am somewhat surprised by. How are you fighting Delhi? That's why. Delhi have lots of armies. And Persia's getting distracted going after my rebels. Don't bother. Leave them to me. But I do have large armies that I can send over to your assistance as soon as these rebels are gone. And they are pretty much gone. You are now in the realms of safety. How's the election going? Oh, we did it. Apparently. Cool. Let's go and deal with that. Finally getting centralization. Autonomy decrease, which means in the long run I'll be making more money. And yeah, I know, I'm not being particularly efficient in making all the stuff over here into states. I should. Ordinarily I would. But like I said, when countries get too big I tend to just get a bit bored. I don't like playing big countries, I find them dull. Like, there's a point in the game where I'm just like, I've won. Like, it's game over. I've done everything that I want to do. We're at that point. So, sorry for being a bit negative there. I shouldn't really be doing that on a YouTube channel, but I do believe in the benefits of being honest about these things. Brandenburg's still the Emperor. Fine. Okay, and yeah, at this point I would go and assist in the war against Afghanistan and Delhi, which we would inevitably win because my... Actually, their military is pretty good, but mine's now 31, isn't it? Yeah. Other military tactics. So I think on that note I'm going to end it. I've killed the rebels, we lost a bit of Denmark, but it could have been a lot worse than it actually was. That was the province I had to give up because of that event that wasn't actually given up through rebels. Need to deal with them too. But anyway, that is it for this playthrough of Let's Play Lord Novgorod the Great. I hope you've enjoyed it. It was a bit of a up and down ride, I would have to say. Like, I really, really don't like the mechanics behind the Merchant Republics, which is a great shame because I really used to love Merchant Republics. They were probably my favourite. One of the best games I ever had was playing as Venice. I absolutely loved it. And I did another multiplayer game playing as Genoa, not the Trade Wars one, previous one. And it was brilliant. I took over basically everything where my cursor is currently drifting over, all the way, basically the entire coast from Genoa, all the way around, down into India, and I just had this ridiculous trade route going through, making stupid amounts of money. That was fun, although a bit bloated towards the end. But when I was just fighting for control over Italy, and this is one of the reasons I like Tuscany, it's because you can grow really, really tall. So you take over like central Tuscany, and then you're basically able to compete with some of the larger Germanic states, like Austria, just because of how rich Italy is. Those are the type of games I like doing. Russia, I've always been kind of... what would be the word? Not scared of, just tentative about playing them because they're too big. And I know I'm not a massive fan of huge countries, which is why I was kind of playing a western-facing Novgorod here, because I knew it would be richer but also smaller, rather than going all the way over here and doing what Russia normally does, which is just bloating. It's been fun. Probably not something I would do again, but it's been fun. And I really do like the plus 50% Republican tradition, which Novgorod gets. I think one other nation gets it. Maybe Milan? Something like that. What's actually Tuscany gets? I know Tuscany gets the development cost, tech cost, and idea cost. So yeah, this is why Tuscany can grow very, very, very tall. They get all of the bonuses in the game that I really like: development, tech cost, idea cost, interest, trade efficiency, discipline, national manpower modifier. Yeah, Tuscany just gets some ridiculously strong ideas. So maybe I'll play as them in the future, but for now I'm taking a break, focusing on Stellaris. And of course Clash of the Titans should still be ongoing too. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I do hope that you have been enjoying this. Please do let me know in the comments what you think, like what I could have improved, what I could change in future playthroughs. This won't be the last EU4 I ever do. I'm just taking a break for now. I love this game. It's a ridiculously strong game and I can play it over and over and over again. I mean, this is probably the 10th completed, well, more or less completed game that I've ever done. Something like that. Like 800 hours, almost 900 hours racked up on Steam, so kind of shows you. So yeah, thanks very much for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.